nationwide shortage of helicopter pilots has opened the way for unlimited employment in a career that knows no limits. In fact, over the next 10 years, the industry expects a 60% pilot shortage. 60%. So no matter where you live in the United States, you can bet they need more pilots. And that's where Silver State Helicopters is doing what no other organization can. Not only are we training new pilots, but we're becoming the largest supplier of helicopter pilots and commercial operations support in the nation. We train and build the supply to fill the demand. And the job options and salary possibilities are terrific.
We've got a great track record for putting people to work. We hire all of our professional pilots from our Flight Academy program.
As I finished the school, I became an instructor, started working my way through, became a ground instructor, and then eventually became the chief pilot, and now I'm the chief pilot over 3 locations.
You can go anywhere with this organization, and as we continue to grow, you're a flight instructor. The sky's doesn't stop with a flight instructor. The sky's the limit where you want that limit to be with this organization.
Take a look at just a few of the many different fields available to you. Tours, corporate transport, heavy lifting, motion picture production, firefighting, search and rescue, law enforcement.
I get so many people that come up to me and say, how can I do what you do? How can I be a police officer and fly? It's easy. Start your flying right now, and with us here at Silver State, we can make that reality. Law enforcement over the years has kind of gone from when they originally started with 1 or 2 helicopters to a point now where they've realized what an asset that this tool really is for law enforcement.
Flying a helicopter for law enforcement, it's kind of the best of both worlds. If you have an interest in law enforcement, you get to be, chase bad guys from the air. It just doesn't get any better than that.
There are other specialized areas as well. So what kind of salary can you command? Well, in the face of the pilot shortage, coupled with the increased demand, salaries are also on the rise and will continue to increase. Most of our pilots begin around $50,000 a year, and it's a vertical ascent from there. A chief pilot in the Texas-Louisiana oil patch has seen his or her salary double in the last 10 years, and with the average now over $100,000 annually. Other industry sources have reported similar gains in average salaries in most every other area of helicopter flying. And by the way, you did hear me say his or her. More and more women are entering the field, and guys, many times they're putting us to shame, becoming some of the best helicopter pilots in the industry.
I see no reason why it would not be a career for a woman.
If they have the desire to want to do that, and they have the personality to take control of a 3,500-pound piece of equipment, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter really what the gender is at all.
I think they finesse the aircraft better. They follow instructions. They really take everything to heart, whereas a man will just pretty much wing it.
Hopefully in the next 25 years I'll retire, and it'd be nice to have an actual career to retire from instead of kind of a hodgepodge of jobs.
The future for helicopter pilots has never looked better. So what are you waiting for? Let's get up there.
There's no other way that you can get the perspective of seeing what you see and feeling what you feel until you're in the helicopter with your hands on the controls.
That was me 1 year ago as a student. Today I'm working as a certified flight instructor in a career that I love.
There's never been a better time to consider being a helicopter pilot as far as the opportunities that are out there right now, as far as the potential for growth as an industry.
As the population expands, the infrastructures of cities don't, and helicopter prices are coming down due to technology, it's just going to take off.
Now you're seeing Border Patrol using helicopters. You're seeing air transport. Instead of airplanes, people are using helicopters because of the tightened securities at the airport.
So what are the steps to consider? Initially, you'll receive your commercial rating. But getting a commercial rating won't be enough to make you employable. You'll need to go further and get your certified flight instructor's rating. And for most careers, an instrument rating and the external load training. Please understand, if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol abuse, medical or physical limitations, then you're probably not a likely prospect. Because most helicopters are extremely weight sensitive, your weight should be proportionate to your height, and generally speaking should not exceed 210 pounds.
Weight is a big issue in helicopters, especially in training helicopters. Throughout your career as a pilot, you have to be conscious of your weight because they're very weight-sensitive machines. When you're learning how to fly, it's even more of an issue because training helicopters have real severe weight limitations. The actual manipulation of the machine is very, very challenging. So of course it would take somebody with good mental capacity, good motor skills. But manipulating the machine is actually just a small part of it. Once you've learned how to fly the helicopter, being a good pilot is about making good decisions. If you're a good person, responsible, trustworthy, and open to making a serious investment of your time and energy in a new career flying helicopters, I urge you to pursue this.
I heard it on the radio, and I thought, wow, this sounds really exciting. So I thought I'd give it a try and see what they had to say.
And then after hearing the presentation, just reaffirming the fact they're looking at the big picture, and sounds awesome.
It's affordable that it can be done through the financing that they offer.
It made it real for the average guy up the street to come across, and it's something you could do, something anybody can do if they want to. Now, the question that I'm most often asked is, what is the most important qualification for becoming a helicopter pilot? The answer at the top of the list, without a doubt, is personality and attitude. While flying skills can be taught, personality skills cannot. And a positive attitude, well, I'd rather work with someone who has a positive attitude and still has a few things to learn than a person who knows everything, but their attitude stinks. A great personality and a positive attitude will get you further along in this business than any other.
The most important thing in this company is the most important thing in any company, and that's the people. You have to start with the right type of person.
When I interview students and I have people that come into their school, we just don't select anybody. We select people who have a passion, a desire to do this.
If you've got that covered, then what's your next move? Remember that starting any new career requires a substantial investment in time, money, and commitment. Just like those who set out to become a doctor or lawyer, the path to becoming a professional helicopter pilot involves study, practice, and hard work. At Silver State Helicopters, pilot training started as a necessity and has evolved into a highly sought-after and rapidly expanding part of our business. Along the way, we developed our Professional Pilot Instructor Program, which is intended for the career-minded student who wants to get the best education in the industry and come out as a highly desirable asset to any helicopter operator. As a company, our policy is to hire all of our professional pilots from our training program. Our program offers the most convenient financing terms available. Listen to this. You can obtain all of the money to pay for your tuition, books, materials, and even advanced training with no upfront costs or processing fees. And we provide very low interest rates with the repayment terms up to 20 years.
If everybody had to quit their job and write a big check to learn how to fly helicopters, very few people would be doing it. So we basically designed our program around a working adult keeping their full-time employment while they're learning how to fly helicopters.
We have a real complete package. I think you'll see that other schools will piecemeal things together. I've never seen another package that gives you the things that we give our students, especially for the price that we are able to give.
Now, can you work full-time and still learn to fly helicopters? Yes. Nearly everyone enrolled in our program is a working adult, so our training sessions are designed to accommodate most every schedule. And this is where Silver State Helicopter's Professional Pilot Instructor Program really outshines all the rest. You'll receive your private certificate, commercial certificate, certified flight instructor rating, instrument rating, external load training, and your books and materials. Excellent flight training is very similar to building a sound quality home. The completed structure is only as good as the foundation that it's built upon. So we provide unlimited ground instruction and one-on-one tutoring as needed at no extra charge, as long as attendance requirements are met. Most other programs don't.
Our ground school is bar none. We do it in a one-on-one environment, kind of like the military does, where you get the quality training from one particular person. We've kind of raised the bar.
When you come out of our program with your flight instructor rating, you have everything between private and flight instructors included with instrument rating, external load training, and a turbine transition. Nobody does that.
And there is more than the required minimum flight time built into our program. This, combined with the FAA-approved flight training simulator, allows us to give every student an exceptional amount of hands-on experience. We also train you in at least 2 different helicopters, the R-22 and the R-44.
When you first start as a student, you'll spend about 10 lessons in the simulator. And as you pass those lessons off, you'll be learning how to fly the real helicopter. The sensitivities and the pressures that you use inside the simulator are the same that you'll be using in the helicopter. So as you progress through the simulator, you'll actually be training yourself on how to fly a helicopter, and then we'll start easing you into helicopter flight so that learning that you've done in the simulator will just transfer right into the helicopter and make you a better pilot.
The simulator helped me get my controls down in the helicopter. It's a very delicate machine, and working first in the simulator made the real flight a whole lot less bumpy.
Now, I know you're still wondering, how soon can you start earning money? Well, Silver State Helicopters hires almost every graduate from our program as an instructor in our schools. Another reason our training program surpasses all others in both time investment and thoroughness is because you'll be flying for us in our aircraft.
The biggest need and the biggest challenge has always been getting pilots. So the decision from Silver State to train their own pilots was crucial.
If we train you, we'll hire you. And as we hire you, we need to put you in larger aircraft and need to move you on in order to bring in the next group of people and keep going.
Now, come on, admit it. You already see yourself sitting in the pilot's seat. And just imagine, when being asked what you do for a living, being able to respond, "I'm a helicopter pilot." Now, that's exciting.
To come to work every day and know you're getting paid to go out and fly, a helicopter, it's, not everybody gets to do that. Not everybody gets to say that they're a pilot.
A career in helicopter flying is everything that we make it out to be. It's exciting, it's thrilling. You have great stories to tell. You always seem to be the center of attention.
He brags more than I do. I can't get him off the phone, bragging to his friends, to anybody that he hasn't talked to in a year. First thing out of his mouth, guess what my wife's doing? That was me a little over a year ago. Today I'm a certified flight instructor for Silver State Helicopters. And my husband, still as proud as ever.
Now is the time to prepare for your new career as a helicopter pilot. And Silver State Helicopters can help you realize that dream. Since opening our first flight facility in Henderson, Nevada in 1999, we've expanded throughout the western United States with more locations in the works. Now, I admit it, helicopter pilots are a breed all to our own. We're passionate about our chosen career, and we always have a sense of humor.
I mean, being able to just take off vertically and come into a hover and land in some of the spots that you land in. And
You can't even describe the rush. You have to go up to know the rush.
I can't think of any other thing that is as rewarding and as challenging as being a pilot.
Nothing else comes close to touching the magic of vertical flight. From the moment you lift into the air to the second the helicopter settles gracefully back on the ground, it's an unforgettable experience. When you do what you love for a living, you never work a day in your life. Being a helicopter pilot allows you to share your passion of flying with others. So what's in your future?
I know I can do this. There's no doubt in my mind that I couldn't do it. All I got to do is study, put my mind to it. If you put your mind to anything, you can do just about anything you want to.
Right now I drive a dump truck, and a year and a half from now, I see myself with one of these.
The program, it sounds like it's going to be intense, but you can see your progress as you go along.
It's no special magic. There's no secret that the guys flying are just like the guys sitting in the audience.
I just had so many different choices in life, and now this is my chance to actually grab those choices and make them happen.
Live your dream with Silver State Helicopters. The sky's the limit. The only limits you'll have are the ones you place on yourself.